to welcome Madonna King. Madonna is an award-winning journalist, author and commentator. Her most recent book is called Being 14. She was also chair of the Queensland Anti-Cyberbullying Task Force in 2018. Madonna, what would you say to someone who says that there have always been bullies, online is just another medium and there's nothing really new going on here?
There have always been forms of bullying and technology is another medium, but that doesn't mean there is nothing new going on here. The widespread use of smart devices makes it easier for someone to adopt bullying behaviour or for someone to be targeted.
In your professional judgment, is online bullying more hurtful than offline bullying?
Both are toxic. What makes online bullying so pernicious is that it is often anonymous. A person doesn't know who or why they're actually being targeted. And online bullying then brings a dimension that can tear at someone's self-esteem in a way that can be really difficult, I think, to combat.
Do you think that teenagers are fully aware of what really constitutes online bullying?
Some are and some aren't. I also think that sometimes teens and adults see a single episode of nastiness as bullying, and it is not.
In your research, have you found that there's any type of person who is more likely to become an online bully?
When I was researching my books, both Being 14 and Fathers and Daughters, experts suggested sometimes it was someone with low self-esteem or someone who really wanted to fit in or to grab attention. And there's also this crossover too, because sometimes the person who has been bullied becomes the bully. And I learnt that too while chairing the anti-cyberbullying task force here in Queensland, that someone who might be bullied when they're little will learn that's the way of maybe getting attention and become a bully almost. So it's quite complex on many levels, I think.
So does bullying behaviour show any trend towards peaking with any specific age group?
Well, after writing both my books and talking to literally hundreds of teens, teachers, principals, psychologists, I have a hunch that there might be two specific peaks. Certainly that tricky age of 13 or 14 for girls see a lot of bullying occur. But I wonder if there is also a spike after a cohort gets a smartphone. And we all know, and all the evidence suggests, that that age is getting younger and younger.
Madonna, that's about all we have time for today. Just before we leave, is there anything else that you think is important that teenagers know?
There was one other issue that did really surprise me, and I'd love all teens to think about this. Don't be a bystander. The level of bystander activity that we heard about while doing the research for this report was startling. It was far too high. Young people often don't report it because they fear they will become the next target. But just imagine the change we could make if everyone who was a bystander became an upstander. So rather than walking past something and then actually accepting that behaviour, they actually called out the bad behaviour. Just imagine the difference we could make.